Hi there. So this first video is just an overview of the different operational spaces within ENCY. There will be more specificity regarding individual toolcase uses further along in the subsequent videos, but just to give you an overarching feel as to what goes where and what each rough area does in ENCY here and now. So by default, you'll start out in the machining workspace. So we've got three tabs here for the three different workspaces. Machining is where all of the setup of the operations gets done. That's where you have the most control to achieve the greatest effect. The space itself is broken up into the Operations tab, the Inspectors tab, the Selection pane, and the Visibility pane, along with a few miscellaneous tools up here. We've also got the Navigation cube, which allows you to predefine what view you want to take of the machine or the part that you're working on. This is very, very useful for fixed ordinal directions. If you want to pan around things a little bit more organically, you can hold down the right mouse button, and I would suggest that you move the mouse in a curved manner instead of just linearly, because moving it in a straight line can often throw it off at a strange angle, whereas curved motions allow you to cleanly pan an orbit around the piece. If you wish to move the viewpoint around as well, you can hold down the middle mouse button and drag the whole viewpoint. And of course, you've got zooming in and zooming out by using the mouse wheel. Be wary, the zoom in and out function can seem a little bit strange at first because some programs use the mouse wheel scrolling up to zoom in, some use the mouse wheel scrolling down. By default, the case in ENCY is scrolling down to zoom in and scrolling up to zoom out. Okay. Beyond that, we can now take a look at the other spaces. So in the model space, we have got access to all of the elements of the actual working model, along with the possibility of being able to draw new components or fixtures or exclusion zones or entirely new geometry on it. We will be exploring drawing new geometry on the workpiece, on the part even, later on in this series of videos. So this particular tab is of great utility throughout any machining operation generally, so it's not to be overlooked or disregarded. And finally, we have the simulation space. This is probably best regarded as kind of a read-only environment, so you can use this to be able to step through and examine all of the workpiece as it goes on and the processes that are involved. So we can either run through the whole simulation manually, sped up, or in real time if you so desire, or you can step through it automatically. So you can choose a point at which you want to be, and then you can click on simulate current operation or simulate up to current operation, which does all of the preceding stuff as well. Or you can even click on simulate all operations if you don't have time to sit around and watch the whole thing. My working process tends to be that I watch the whole thing at least once, just to make sure that there's no unexpected conflicts or behavior. And then when you're making changes after the fact, then you can simulate through up to that point quite readily. And for the sake of a final inspection, just simulate all quickly. But yeah, that pretty much covers the bulk of the ENCY environment as well. You do also have controls for things like coordinate systems down here, and something that's worth taking note of as well is you've got the alerts indicator down here as well. So that's quite useful. That will flag up any particular issues that you've had in your setup or in your particular toolpath and operation that you're working in. So it's always worth keeping an eye on that. However, for now, that's a fairly quick rundown of the different workspaces available to you in ENCY. There is one last thing that I'd like to cover as well. Now obviously we've got the new open and save icons up here in the top left corner. Something that's worth taking note of as well is, quite aside from just clicking on them, they have hover functions as well. So do hover the mouse over them to see what they do, okay? Just because there is an awful lot more functionality in there than just a plain click. Again, it's also worth noting that if you're having trouble with a project and you need to share it with someone, the ENCY Clouds integration is directly built in. So you can get to it by clicking on this icon here. This means that it's saved locally to this computer. But if you click on share and you share the link to the item, then what it will do is that will change to a cloud because it will be stored online. Any changes you make will be dynamically updating the version that's online that other people will be working on as well. For now, I think that's quite enough describing the general environment of ENCY. All of this will embed and become more natural to you as you work through projects and get a general feel for where things live in the ENCY environment as well. And you'll come to see that the layout is quite logical and very, very comfortable in very short order. So I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.